Hey guys, welcome to Family Farm. So, I hope this video reaches a few people. I came into the shop because it's dark and it's cold. Frankly, I want a lot of people to see that right there. So, if you're not up on the news, the USDA just implemented more money for row crop farmers in order to go regenerative with cover crops and things like that. So again, we are giving more money to conglomerates that are making millions as it is, driving around in millions of dollars of pieces of equipment that, frankly, the ones that live next to me are farming over 10,000 acres and their tractor is $500,000, not to mention their combines and everything else. And they have 4 of them. How about we give some money to the people that are already going regenerative or doing regenerative farming with roller crimpers, cover crops, native grasses, maybe using some livestock in order to fertilize the fields, like how 100 years ago we were doing it. We weren't killing anybody then. There's so much stuff about this that pisses me off, because it's like the ones that are doing the right thing are working 2 and 3 fucking jobs and then coming back and working another 6 to 8 hours in order to handle the farm, whether it's dairy, cattle, whatever, and there's absolutely zero money for them. I can't even apply for an EQIP grant through the FSA because we don't have enough income for the FSA, which is the USDA, in order to for them to grant us 50% of the cost, whether I have the money or not. But yet big organizations can apply for grants and get 100% funding. And honestly, with Kennedy in office, and I hope this reaches him because I'm definitely tagging him in this, something needs to happen, because there is, according to this, with the USDA and row crop farmers to go regenerative, there is 0 rules on the chemicals and crap that they can still put in the ground. You're going to take over 100 years, if not more. It'll probably be more successful if you bring in dirt from somewhere in order to get where we need to be. Because regenerative farming with those chemicals is useless. It is not happening. Nothing's going, you're going to get your topsoil back, but that's about it. Because when you continue to till and to kill the ground, kill the microbes, there's no nutrients in that. So your soil level, not to mention erosion, is actually getting depleted. So over time, you will actually see row crop fields get lower in elevation because there is nothing in them. Go around any tillage field. You wonder why the field is lower than the yards? That's why. The fields are shrinking and flooding, and tiling is a whole nother story. It's getting as low as the ditches because they're not replenishing with anything. There is so much that's being robbed and pulled out of the soil. The only reason they can grow anything is because all the crap that they're putting on the field. And it's going right into the food. Granted, we're in Ohio right now. Another reason why we bought property in Pennsylvania. And in the middle of the forest. It's sad. It is absolutely sad. In Ohio, majority of soybean and corn go for energy and animal feed. So it doesn't matter where you go, you're not going to test for organic. It's just not going to happen because it's in everything. So I hope this reaches somebody, because they're making a big deal about this in order for our farms. It doesn't do anything for us. It doesn't do anything for our economy. You're already giving rich people more money that don't need it. Give it to the people that are working 2 and 3 jobs and the 9 to 5 and everything else, that have a family where both spouses are working and then doing this farming onto the side in their so-called spare time. Why do you think I have a headlamp on? I work my 9 to 5, or technically 7 to 3 or whatever. My wife works full time. We have 2 kids. I choose to do stuff at night because that's the only availability I have, as my wife is dealing with the kids and putting them to bed and everything else. That's how we work it out. Or we both help them, and then I come out when everyone's asleep, then work till midnight or 1 a.m. on stuff that I need to get done. We had to downsize and get rid of animals, or not let them breed, because it's so damn expensive that our meat. People can't afford it. I can't sell it. And then people are telling me that I need to go get a grant or work with the government in order to compensate for what people can't afford and go down and sell to the food bank. So again, relying on the government. You know, it would be nice to just sell my stuff straight out, let alone as much time I've put into this and as much money. This would be my dream to do full time, but no one can afford it. Unless you've inherited land, you're not going to get in this and make money on it. You will go broke. Where I am, land is on average $30,000 to $40,000 an acre. Just up the street, Amazon, well, not up the street, it's like 10, 15 minutes away, right off the highway. Amazon bought, I think it was 600 or 700 acres for $102 million. That's $173,000 per acre. Row crop. No woods, no nothing, right next to 71. How are we supposed to compete with that kind of crap? When they buy it, all the rest of the land goes up around it. I already can't afford land here. I'm still working a full-time job with a decent salary and still losing money in order to take care of animals. Now I'm just trying to cover costs. The USDA needs to get a grip and figure their stuff out, because you are not helping anybody. All you're helping is the conglomerates and the lobbyists. You're not doing any good for the cattle ranchers, any sort of livestock breeder, regenerative farmer, or anybody when you consider any sort of cover crop or grass or protein. Zero. And it takes a lot of grass, a lot of land, and now a whole lot of money in order to feed the cattle and the sheep and the pigs and everything else